Brent. I'm from Central Florida, and I run the Haptic Garage YouTube channel. The car behind me is Dweezil. It's a 68 Beetle that I got in 1995 as a dumb college kid. Now I'm just dumb. But I had no plan for it. I just wanted the thing, found an opportunity, ended up with the car, and I guess the rest is history.
What got you into Volkswagens?
This car. When I had that urge as a college kid that really had a lot of other things that I needed to be doing, I just wanted a project car. It was kind of fate that I ended up with a Volkswagen. I wasn't really out to get a VW. That's just what popped up at the time. In fact, I was this close to ending up with a Nissan 240Z. Had a buddy that was thinking about getting rid of his for 150 bucks, and he backed out at the last minute, and lucky for me, I'm glad I ended up with this one.
So what draws you into Volkswagens?
I like a proven design, a simple, proven design. And it feels weird calling the VW a simple design because the engineering that went into it was very, very sophisticated for its day. But from our perspective, the person who works on it and tries to keep it alive, it keeps it simple for us. If we honor a few superlatives, if we honor a few key points about assembling one of these engines, for example, or being thorough in some of our repairs, it actually is fairly simple if we're willing to put the effort in. And it's well proven. It's amazing how far one of these little engines will go. Might get flamed for this a little bit, but they're fragile. We don't like to say that, but they're fragile. It's the engine case by design is split in half. And it's made out of magnesium, which is a really soft metal. So it's pretty amazing that they're able to do what they do with that inherent to its design. They're really tough, all things considered.
What makes your car unique?
It's mine. I was explaining to someone the other day that it's not a remarkable car. It's had a hard life. It was destroyed when I got it, and if you take a close look at it, you'll see that it'll never be a museum piece. It's a 68. They made, I think, the most of those around 67, 68 was when I think the production was at its highest numbers, so there's a lot of these out there. I haven't done any really significant modifications that sets it apart, but like I said, this one's mine. It's the one that's been with me.
It's got a unique story.
And exactly, that's what I'm getting at, is that it has a story that's obviously important to me, but it's also a lot of fun to share. And so what it's gone through before I even had it, and what it's gone through since I've had it, many years of patience, waiting for me to get around and make more progress and so on.
So I know it hasn't been on the road for that long compared to like Project Vandamic, but how often have you drove it from when you finished it to now?
Almost every day. I'm a little bit limited in how often I can drive it right now in terms of destinations because I don't have any windows in the doors. So security is a little bit of an issue, and obviously weather. I want to drive it in the rain. I want it to be sealed up and a daily driver in every sense of the word, but until I can close it, I can't drive it in the rain or when there's a serious threat of rain. Otherwise I got a big mess to clean up, and I can't secure it. So that limits how much I can drive it right now. So I'm not actually ready to call it a daily driver.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
That's coming, but we're not quite there yet.
So what do you like best about driving any Volkswagen?
The same thing that I like about like the RV that you see behind me is I like using one of my projects. I don't mind putting just about any amount of work into something up front, and then I want to set it free. Then I want to see it do its thing. I want to see the systems that I learned about and wrenched on and rely on to some degree. I want to see them work and do their thing. And so getting to transport myself with something that I built, I think is the most fun part about driving my VW or a lot of the other projects that I've gotten into. This particular one, I'm really pleased with how tight the steering is, how squirrely it is, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, I feel like I can put this car anywhere I need to. If I'm parking it or I'm trying to maneuver through a situation or something, without being crazy, of course, it's very responsive, has a very mechanical feel to it, and I enjoy that aspect of driving this car in particular. And I'm comfortable in it. You know, for how small it is,
yeah.
I'm actually comfortable in the Beetle. I'm more comfortable in this than I am in the split bus. The split bus just oozes charm, but is not nearly as comfortable as a Beetle. Well, Levi, thanks very much for having me on your show. I look forward to seeing shows in the future, and I appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.